Jason Stein, like very little confidence in him, JD, and you know why. Because, we had a guest on last week, and it didn't go very well. Was it? Actually, no, it was this week. It was Monday. Stein, can you fill in the listeners, if they weren't listening on Monday, what exactly happened?
Do I have to pay for one mistake the rest of my career or the rest of my life, guys? Yes. I made a mistake. On Monday's show, if you weren't listening, it was right around this time on Monday's show, I booked who I thought was Shannon Miller, the Olympic gymnast. Well, it turned out it was actually a different Shannon Miller, and I have not been able to live it down. In fact, we do have some audio for people who weren't.
By the way, this is not made up. I just want to tell the listeners.
This was from Monday's show.
So Stein gave me the information because he books the guest, and he told me this was Shannon Miller, the Olympic gold medalist. And little did I find out that we had a different Shannon Miller on, and this is true. We're not making this up. We have the audio to prove it.
Yep. Hit it.
The lady we have with us on the line right now, wow, what an athlete and what a career. Her name is Shannon Miller, former gymnast. She was actually a part of that Magnificent Seven team, the 1996 gold medal Olympic champions. She was the 93-94 world all-around champion, 96 Olympic balance beam champion, and she is known by many, and rightfully so, as the most decorated U.S. gymnast, male or female, with a total of 7 Olympic medals. Shannon Miller. Shannon, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Hey, it's great to be with you. I hate to do this to you, but there's 2 Shannon Millers, and there's Shannon Miller, the Olympic gymnast, and then there's me, Shannon Miller, the Olympic hockey coach, ice hockey coach. And so I'm pleased to do an interview with you today, but I apologize that you thought I was the gymnast.
I apologize for that. That was completely 100% my mistake. By the way, you heard a bang in the background. That was me banging the table. I wanted to punch Stein in the face. I hate getting put in a situation like that.
You looked like
I wanted to kill you.
Your cat had just been hit by a truck.
Yeah, so
he was not happy.
And
at
also
all.
disrespectful to Shannon Miller, who is a very accomplished hockey player and coach herself. She won a gold medal as a hocky coach in the Olympics. And you're an idiot.
It doesn't matter how it happened. The point is, I got my Olympic gold medal. Olympic gold medalist confused.
Yeah, sometimes you mix up a summer Olympian from a winter Olympian.
Well, hey,
sometimes
they're both Shannon Miller.
Absolutely, I agree.
Someone should have told me.
Right.
But it's okay. It's neither here nor there.
All right.
I've been doing this. I've been doing this a long time. It's the first time that has ever happened. It will never.
We can laugh about it now.
You can laugh about it now, but it'll never happen again.
I think it was the mulligan. I really do.
It's a mulligan.
Yeah, it's a mulligan.
I don't take mulligans. I was a college golfer.
So my point is this, guys.
I take 5 every round.
When I say I've got someone on the line in the future, you can rest assured that the person is who they say they are.
All right, fair enough.
So don't. I know we got the great Mike Tyson on the air on the hold right now.
Great.
I don't want you to be nervous. Okay.
Okay. I appreciate that. Do we have him on the line right now?
Yeah, let's bring him on.
All right, this is great. This guy is a Hall of Famer. He has won more prized boxing fights than any of them. I used to watch this guy fight with my dad on pay-per-view all the time, and one of the best, and he also is a Las Vegas local. Ladies and gentlemen, so glad to have him on the line with us. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson. Mike, thanks so much for joining us. How are you?
Ryder, JD, it's a big thrill to be able to be on the Vegas Take, but I hate to do this to you guys. Look, it happens all the time. My name is Mike Tyson. I work up at Terrible's up here at Gas and Grocery up here on Sahara and Desert Inn. I know, look, it happens all the time. It gets mixed up with Mike Tyson, the great boxer, of course, great Las Vegas local. But I was told by your producer, Jason Stein, he wanted to talk a little fighting, a little bit of boxing. And look, I got some thoughts. I got the stories on that working here, of course, because we do have our slot machines here, and it happens all the time. You get guys going back and forth. I want to play my ghetto bonus poker, and I want to play my double bonus.
Hey, Mike, I got to stop you. Stein, did this seriously just happen again?
You got to be kidding me.
I'm speechless. Guys, I apologize. I don't know what to say.
Wait, hold on a second.
I looked up. Listen. Hey,
wait, you're not Mike Tyson.
No, I looked up Mike. Guys. I looked up Mike Tyson in the white pages.
That's how you book guests?
Okay. It said, look, how many Mike Tysons are there? It said Mike Tyson. It had an address in Las Vegas that it sounded like it might be. Who else could it be?
Sir, with all due respect.
There's another Mike Tyson in Las Vegas?
Sir,
how was I supposed to know?
Sir, with all due respect, okay?
I talked to him. It's
all right,
off the air. It sounded
talk to this
he
guy?
said he knew a lot about fighting.
Shut up.
Hold on.
He said he knew a lot about fighting.
Just answer my question. Are you at least in a fight club?
I am in a fight club, and like I told you, JD, I get all kinds of experience when it comes to fighting in here. I had a couple ladies the other day. One wanted to play 4-card Keno. The other one wanted to play some caveman. I had to get in there, break it up. I felt like, one of those big-time referees inside
hold on
the
a
ring
second.
in the sweet
I'm
side.
cutting you off.
So my interest has actually been piqued. I want this to continue,
Listen,
Brian.
I think our producer should be fired. But, Mr. Tyson, with all due
Yes.
respect, sir, when our producer reached out to you, what made you think that, with all due respect, we wanted a cashier at Terribles to talk to us about boxing? Did you not put 2 and 2 together? I believe you took advantage of us. What made you think that we wanted to interview you? Your name is Mike Tyson. Why didn't you tell our producer that you weren't Mike Tyson? That's ridiculous.
Well, here's the deal. I'm a big-time fight fan. I'm someone who I like to think I'm knowledgeable, and I have experience in the fight game, if you want to put it that way. So that's why I thought my experience and my storytelling would be valuable. That's why, I wanted to put that down in there. And look, I want to talk. You guys are talking a lot about, a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I was thinking, maybe myself, you, Brian, JD. By the way, big fan of the show. The Vegas Take, we're talking
thanks a
about,
lot, Mike.
one of the biggest radio shows, not just here in Vegas, but in the country. And I was thinking maybe, I get a chance to hang out with you, JD, with you, Brian, and maybe get Campaign, Stein, make a run down to Florida. Hey, they're opening up those beaches down there in Florida.
Yes, they are.
Little late spring break going on.
Hey, Mike, where does your accent come from? Obviously, it's not a native Las Vegas accent. Mike, where does your accent come from?
I'm actually originally from Louisiana. I've been here in Vegas for about 16 years. I'm
And by the way, you sound exactly like Mike Tyson.
About now.
You sound exactly.
Well,
like
when I
Mike
talked to
Tyson.
him, it sounded legit. I apologize.
Did you talk to this guy on the phone?
I did talk to him briefly on the phone, and
what made you think that?
Well, you know how sometimes celebrities, I've talked to a lot of celebrities on the phone, and they sound different on the phone than they do in person or on TV. So to me, that he had this Louisiana accent, it didn't even occur to me that it wasn't the real Mike Tyson.
You are an
Again,
idiot.
I looked it up on the white pages. He said he was knowledgeable about fighting.
You are an embarrassment to the show. You go on the white pages to try to book a guest. Are you serious?
Look, I'm embarrassed enough.
Why don't you try to find Michael Jordan in the white pages?
Hey, Mike, did at some
Let's
point...
try to salvage this. He might have some interesting stories.
Did you own a Super Nintendo, and did you play Mike Tyson's knockout punch at any point in your life?
I love that game so much, JD, because it was just the fact that I got to fight Joe Glass, the first one. He was always the one I loved, just taking him out. So, yes, I was a big fan of that game. And, look, I've had some boxing experience, gentlemen. I was into boxing. I was in club boxing when I was in the military. I was in the Marines. Brian, you don't have to thank me for my, that's my service. I appreciate that. But, I have some experience when it comes to jumping inside the square circle and getting some things done. So that's why I thought Stein wanted to have me on the show to get a little insight in that area.
Mr. Tyson, I guess since we have you on the phone, as our idiot producer said, we'll try to make the best of it. What are your thoughts on Donald Trump? Do you have any opinions on Donald Trump as president of the United States?
I think that 45 is doing what he can do. And I think that, hey, I'm one of those people out there who understand the guy's under all kinds of pressure. There's all kinds of things coming at him left and right. And being able to weave through that, as well as fire down his KFC and his Arby's on a regular basis, got to be a tough thing to do. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's tough. But we're in one of those, unprecedented times. That's the word that everyone's been using. So it's tough for me to be too hard on the guy. But, hey, he's doing what he can do. We'll see how this all pans out. And I hope you guys are all staying safe.
Yeah, well, please knock out our producer, Jason Stein, if you ever meet him, if you can promise me that.
That's a promise. I don't know if I can keep that, Brian. But Stein, he was real nice to me on the air, and I got to tell you, I'm thrilled like a pig, and you know what? Get a chance to jump on this show, hang out with you guys. This is something special. I'm going to remember it at least until Sunday.
Fair enough.
That's very, very
well,
impressive.
Mike, aren't you supposed to be getting back to work? I know you said you were calling on your break.
Yeah, gentlemen, I got a few things I need to do around here. So I'm going to let you go, or you're going to let me go. And hope you guys have a good weekend, and keep up the great work on the Vegas Take.
Thank you. Keep up the great work at Terribles. We appreciate you coming on. That is Mike Tyson.
I actually really enjoyed that interview, Stein.
That was not.
You know, I mean, it's your second mistake this week, but
you make the most of it.
Kind of like the first one. I felt like we really salvaged that.
Well, listen. A lot of people go to Terribles. Okay.
I thought you said this wouldn't happen again, though. You lied. It did happen again. You just said
I didn't
you promised.
lie.
Wait, so
it was an honest mistake.
Who lies more, Stein or Trump?
Oh, well, Trump. That's not even close.
Okay. I wouldn't even call it a lie. It was an honest mistake. My intentions were pure.
Well, I got to say, you've been doing this a long time, Stein, and I find it very
It
troubling.
won't happen again, though.
Okay. Well,
this I do promise.
I find it troubling that
3 strikes, you're out, but 2, it won't happen a third time. I promise.
You're the only producer in the world that would go on the white pages to try to get a guest. That's a little troubling. But
honestly, I found his accent to be
I've been going in the white pages for 15 years.
Although, to your credit, you probably do more work in going in the white pages to get guests than some other producers do in this town. So, I mean, I'll give you credit for that. I'll give you. All right. Well,
guys, I'm sorry. Let's just.
All right. I accept your.
It'll be better in the future.
Hopefully, the listeners accept your apology. Although we do know that there is a Mike Tyson now that works at a Terrible. So if you run into somebody and his name is Mike, say, "Hey, didn't I hear you on the Vegas take?" and spread the word. Well, I'd like to find out where this guy works so I could go see him and apologize to him.
I thought he said the Desert Inn in Sahara.
Is that where the one he's at?
He gave a location.
Okay. Well, we hope. Mr. Mike Tyson, we hope you stay safe, and we'll try to get in touch with Don King and Robin Gibbons.